Okay. Hey guys, AJ here. Hey, what's going on, y'all? I'm about to go to bed soon, so I figured let me just make one quick video real quick. As y'all already know, or at least most of y'all know already, that I already maxed out all my guns. All my guns already maxed out. So since we got event, let's see, 13 hours before this is over, my guess is by 12 o'clock tomorrow morning, by 12 o'clock noon tomorrow, this is gonna be over. So I'm gonna play a couple of games in the morning. So basically I'm leveling up my melee weapons, so because that's the only thing I have to level up yet. Matter of fact, I'm just gonna do a count. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm gonna probably max them out in the next. I'm gonna try to max. I'm gonna max out a bunch of them tomorrow, and I'm probably gonna have a few left. But anyway, let me just, most of us don't really finish their melee weapons. I mean, I know that, but in case you wanted to level up a melee weapon, I just figured I'll just share my setup that I use. Basically, this video is mostly about my melee setup. So with that being said, I'm gonna show you some of the augments that I put on to make it way easier, and I'm gonna use some of the strategies that I use too. So let me just start with the field upgrade, because that's the only thing you really gotta change. Now, I recommend putting on Frenzy Guard, because don't get me wrong, I love Easter Shroud, but when you put it on, all of the zombies are gonna go away from you, and you want the zombies to come towards you. So you can put it on reactive if you want. You can pretty much put on any of these if you want, but if you feel like your melees you want to be a little bit more protected, put this on reactive. See, neither one of these is bad. It's just that when I'm playing with my homeboys, I put this one on, so it gives them some of their armor back. And when I'm playing Dolo, if I'm doing a melee challenge like this, I would rather have reactive. But if I'm trying to like level up my gun faster, I put it on, shoot from the stock. But either one of these would be fine, but particularly a melee, you're better off with this one. And always keep this one the same. That's never going to change. So that's how that go. As far as the ammo mod, no, you don't really gotta. Most of us use the same thing, so that doesn't really have to change. I mean, the only thing that I could think of that could change is maybe this. Pro buy to keep that the same, and this is the one I have on my allies. Maybe you can have it so it lasts longer, but it's not that big of a deal. But you could change that so it would last longer. Just sit there a little bit longer until you inflict damage. But changing that is not that big of a deal. Let me talk about the perks. This should be the same. You should keep this the same. That should be the same. Jug, I told y'all before that it's personal preference which one you want to put on, because both of these, I can use both of them basically, but particularly with a melee challenge or leveling up a melee weapon, I recommend you put on reactive, only because you have a little bit more, it to me, I think it's gonna help a little bit more if you have this on, because every time, basically with those close combats, you're better off having reactive on. And if you feel like you're getting hit a lot more from a distance, you're better off putting this on. But it's all personal preference. I can literally rock with either one of these. Like if I was at a friend's house, he said, yo, I need you to help me with this challenge, and he had it set up on one of these, and ain't got a big deal. Just never put this on. So, but particularly for melee, I recommend you put this on, and keep hardened plates on as well. Moving on, macchiato. This is the most important thing you should look into, because you're using a melee weapon. These are the ones that I recommend. sometimes when you hit a zombie with a melee weapon, sometimes he's going to hit you, or the zombie next to you is going to hit you. So every time you hit, there's a good chance you're going to probably get hit. So being able to get a little bit of your health back, to me, I think this is the better choice. Yeah, this one, you could, remember, this one says you can punch multiple enemies. Punch. We're not doing a punch challenge, we're doing a melee challenge. And you'll be able to use your melee a little bit faster with this. I think you're better off getting some of your health back. Now, stick and move, I'm already used to sticking and moving my own way. So to me, I think this will counteract what I'm used to doing anyway. And this right here, it recharges a little bit more of your ammo. But I never really had a problem with ammo. So I think you're better off with this. You'll be able to use your melee weapon for much higher rounds. But in this particular challenge, it's gonna be in director's mode anyway. So it's really up to you which one you want to use. I'm just used to just leaving this on. So after this challenge is over and I forget to go back and change it, I know if I use a melee weapon in a regular match, I know that it will be stronger. So, but I never technically use this, but I'm already good at meleeing anyway. So it's really up to you. But I used to keeping this on, but for director's mode, for shits and giggles, I'm gonna put this on just to see what it does. But if it throws me off that much, then I'm gonna take it back off. But it really doesn't matter. But regardless, I still recommend this one. I'm just gonna put this one on just to really see what it does, if it really messes me up or not. This is one of the more important ones to put on because everybody loves that classic formula. The classic formula is good, but particularly for a melee challenge, I think you should put on this so you could charge your fill upgrade faster. That's what I recommend. And as far as this goes, you're not going to be hitting the box that often, and you're not going to be swapping weapons. So I would rather you put this on. You'll be able to like deploy like your equipment a little bit faster. So when you throw a decoy, you'll be able to throw it a little bit faster, you know. So that's the one I recommend. This you should keep the same. Keep the same. Keep the same. Keep the same. All of these you keep the same. And this is my and this right here is my elemental pop. You know, being able to reload, and but then again, you ain't gonna be doing no reloading, so regardless, you're better off putting this on. But the only thing that I could think of that might change is if you really want your ammo mod to stay the same regardless of which one you put on, maybe you could put this one on, because it says enemies that hit you has a chance of, you know, triggering one of your ammo mods. Maybe this would help you, because every now and then a zombie's gonna hit you and he will automatically get turned to something. So this would definitely help you too. But anyway, I will show you a little bit of gameplay of how this is, but that's just gonna make the video longer than it already is now, and I try my best not to make the video longer. But anyway, but if you want to see my setup real quick, I have a file with director's mode, but I'm already at 11. But let me just show you my setup though. It ain't nothing special. These are my gobble gums. You know, it ain't that big of a deal. I like to use shot charges because shot charges, I can hold up to 3. I don't know if anybody noticed this, but you can hold up to 3. But with a decoy, you can only hold up to 2. But sometimes I do like decoys because anytime there's an insta-kill on, the moment I throw my shot charge on, they all die. But I like the fact that these shot charges is better because you can use them on elites also. You can use them on elite and special zombies. Well, decoy, you can't use them on that. But particularly for this challenge, if I had to pick one of these right now, I would say decoys is the better one to use. Only because you are going to get a lot of them with Picky Eater, and you're going to be getting a lot on the ground anyways, so you can continuously keep using it. So either way, this will work out perfectly. But anyway, try this if you ever level up your melee weapon, but I hope this helps. Anyway, check y'all later. Peace out.